we want to subtract, we have positive 1.25 minus negative 3.6. To find this difference, we'll write the difference as a sum, and then we'll determine the sum using the formal rules for adding signed decimals, as well as show the sum on the number line. We can write the difference as a sum because subtracting a number is the same as adding the opposite. So because subtracting negative b is the same as adding positive b, we can write positive 1.25 minus negative 3.6 as positive 1.25 plus positive 3.6. To better understand why subtracting a negative is the same as adding a positive, if we think of the negative as a loss and the positive as a gain, if we remove or take away a loss, that's the same as adding a gain. Notice once we have the difference as a sum, we don't need to go through the formal rules for adding signed decimals because we have a positive plus a positive. So let's go ahead and find the sum. We have 1.25 plus 3.6. Notice how 1.25 has 2 decimal places and 3.6 only has 1 decimal place. So the decimals have the same number of decimal places. We can add a 0 to the hundredths place value for 3.6. We can do this because 6/10 equals 60 hundredths. Before adding, move the decimal point down to the sum, and now add like we normally do. 5 plus 0 is 5, 2 plus 6 is 8, and 1 plus 3 is 4. So the sum, which equals the original difference, equals positive 4.85. If we did follow the formal rules for adding signed decimals, we would use the rules for adding two decimals with the same sign, and we would get positive 4.85. So because this sum is positive 4.85, so is the original difference. To show this sum on the number line, to model 1.25, we'd start at 0 and move right 1.25 units to positive 1.25. From here, because we're adding 3.6, which again is the same as subtracting negative 3.6, we would move right another 3.6 units which would bring us to 4.85, which is just to the left of positive 5. 1.25 plus 3.6, which equals 1.25 minus negative 3.6, is equal to positive 4.85. I hope you found this helpful.